And welcome to the quote of the day. One morning. Welcome to the quote of the day. How are you doing? Just trying to share a thought with you before as we go into today. I'm sure some of you have already started. Some are just about to start. But just a quote as you go along the way this morning. And this quote today is by this guy, Elon Musk, and he said, when something is important enough, you do it, even if the odds are not in your favor. When something is important enough, hello, good morning, thanks for being on my live. I'm happy to have you, I'm happy to see you, I'm happy you're alive, and I'm happy that you're well enough to view this video. I always like to focus on what's working. I like to focus on positive. Yes, it improves our energy and it helps us to know that if it happened before, it can happen again. How are you? Quote by Elon Musk, and he says, when something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. The first question I think we need to ask ourselves here is, have you identified what's important in your life? Have you identified your non-negotiables? Have you identified what your core values should be, what you cannot compromise? What's important to you? That's something we need to just ask ourselves. Have you identified the things that are very, very important to you? And if they are important to you, don't play with it. And if you don't play with it, you don't care what the odds are, you will do it anyhow, even if the odds are not in your favor. And incidentally, honestly, when life sees that you are very determined, your determination is unshakable. When life sees that you're not ready to compromise that which is important to you, life itself will, after some time, make way for you to bring all the forces in the universe that you need to make that thing happen, to make it happen. And that's how it is. So you see, it all comes back to us. It all comes back to you and I. What is it that's not working? What's not favorable for you? What do you need to do? What needs to change in your life? Every single leader, every single coach, every single mentor, every single person that has something to say that we need to listen to, it all points back to us. And that shows us how powerful we are as humans. So it's in your hands. It's up to you. If it is to be, it's up to you. If it is important enough, just told us that if it's not important, then yeah, you see people live a life of excuses. Many of us live way below our potentials, and that includes me. If we can identify that which is very important, then you do it. It's the favor is, I mean, the odds are not in your favor, but you don't accept any excuse. It's the beginning of a new week. How is this week going to be? How are you looking at the challenges that faces you? How are you looking at it? Like, wow, how am I going to do it? This is not working. It's not fair. And then you go into, no, you are powerful. Things are working. Life is happening for you and not to you. Things are working for your good. Things are working for your favor. You're going to benefit from different circumstances. You tell yourself that, you believe that, and identify that which you deem to be most important and go for it. Just do what you have to do. Like I'm going to do what I have to do this morning. I just thought to hop in here to share the quote of the day by Elon Musk. You know, this guy right now is one of the world's richest guys, doing fine. And you see someone who's doing well, you want to listen to them, you want to emulate them, you want to see what they did, because the principles of success is the same. If whoever you are, whatever you stand for, whatever you believe, if you practice it, if you do what you're supposed to do, like in the Christian circle, we have a story in the Bible where God had a conversation with Cain. And what God said is, if you did what you're supposed to do, wouldn't you get your reward? That statement describes how this world works. If you do what you're supposed to do, it doesn't even matter who you are. The principles of life is not selective. It doesn't matter if it's a black, red, brown man or white man that plants the corn in the right soil, it will grow. Do you understand? So it's now up to me to do the things that I'm supposed to do and not live a life blaming any other, shifting blames. Don't live your life shifting blames. That's what you need to do. You just get doing it. And I'll see you when I come around next time. Have yourself